what's going on, or it's the aftermath. Benavidez versus Lemieux. Thanks for tuning in once again. Jay's channel, man. Listen, before I start, I want to say thank you to all the people that's subscribed to the channel, to all the people that tunes in, and to all the people that shows up, I appreciate it. I really do. This is just the start of my channel. I've been on the channel now for just over a year, and I just want to say, much appreciated to the supporters, and much respect. It's always good to talk boxing, and that's what I'm doing today. So let's get into it, man. Benavidez dominates Lemieux, and this was expected, no one really thought Lemieux would win. Sure, you can see he's got a high knockout ratio. You can see, okay, this guy's got heavy hands, but he's challenging a guy that's better than him. There's levels in boxing, and Benavidez was, expected to win. There wasn't one person out there that I talked to that said that Lemieux would win. This was expected. This wasn't Canelo versus Bivol where it was split in half. Most people thought Canelo would win. Some people thought, but no, this was a fight that Benavidez was expected to win, and he done that in great fashion. This really does push him up in terms of his profile. Even though he was expected to win, it always comes down to the way that you win, and his discipline, his punch selection, and his speed was great in this fight. People question, can Canelo beat him? A lot of people are saying, including myself, I said that Canelo wiped out the division in super middleweight. That's because he beat all the guys with the belts, and I understand Benavidez has the belt as well, WBC belt, but at the time being, Canelo won back-to-back fights, and Benavidez has shown now that, he is worthy enough top contender, and he's a big threat to Canelo. Now let's talk about the fight. Okay, let's talk about the fight. Very dominant from Benavidez. Lemieux goes in there, and he showed big heart in this fight. He kept coming, which was expected. He fought Triple G, and you all saw what happened with him against Triple G. Triple G kept hurting him, and he kept coming forward. It was expected for Lemieux to keep on fighting. He does have a lot of heart. He's not one of those dudes that gets hurt and starts backing off. No, he's a guy that knows that one punch can change the game. But the problem here is that punch could have landed. Benavidez was just too disciplined, and his punch selection was on par. And not only that, he knew when to go for it. Like the first round, he stuns Lemieux, and Lemieux staggered, and he just lets his hands go at full capacity, not holding back, trying to finish it off. And he did get saved by the bell. In my opinion, if that round was 20 seconds more or 10 seconds more, the referee would have stopped it. Lemieux got a second chance then. Second round comes on, Benavidez sees the opening with the uppercut. He notices this because he's standing upright with his hands up, and Lemieux is coming forward, trying to close distance, getting shut down by the jab, and then he's getting frustrated, throwing big power shots that are missing. Those big power shots are wide hooks, which Benavidez reads like a book. All the time he throws a hook like that, or he looks like he's going to throw a hook, Benavidez is hitting him with the uppercut, and he does this, and he hits the button once again. The first knockdown was on the button meaning the chin, under the chin. Once you hit a guy like that, man, unexpected, the mind tells the body what's going to happen, and or I should say the body tells the mind, and the body showed that it was gone. And then he done it again in round 2, hit him straight on the button and out of the ring, out of the ring. And that's the sort of performance that you want, for your profile. And again, the referee gives Lemieux another chance. He could have stopped it then again. I understand it's a, championship fight. And, hey, the referee done a good job in my opinion. It's always good to give a boxer another chance, especially if it's for the title. And again, Lemieux gets up, shows heart, comes forward again. Benavidez on the back foot, shows discipline again. This time timing him with the jab, closing, making sure distance isn't closed enough. And not only that, he knows that Lemieux has power, so he's shutting that down. He's shutting any momentum that Lemieux has with the snapping jab, right? Snapping hook, snapping jab, hooks to the body, slowing him down. And it's a matter of time, Lemieux's getting frustrated because the referee's saying, you got to show me something, you got to show me something. He's pressuring him. He's going to the corner after the knockdown saying, you got to show me something. And Lemieux's going in there showing too much, he's getting read too easily. Benavidez takes advantage of it, by composure and by using skills, and that's all it was, was just a more disciplined fighter and a more faster fighter beating a guy that has power but not enough speed and not enough of a good game plan. He gave his game plan away too early, and you can't do that against the more skilled fighter, and Benavidez made him pay with his speed, his timing, his accuracy, and most of all, his finish. He finished it off with composure, and now he is top of the division, I believe. He's the number 1 contender in terms of the next fight for Canelo. Now, everyone knows Canelo basically picks his fights. I believe that he's going to fight Bivol in a rematch. So Benavidez is saying he wants to step back in the ring in November, so it's most likely he won't fight Canelo next, right? But full props to Benavidez. He showed in dramatic fashion, and not only in dramatic fashion, but in great skills, great talent, and a great boxer that he was in this fight. He showed that he is a composed, well-rounded fighter, and not only that, man, most importantly, he showed off the speed. And it is the aftermath, man. Thanks for tuning in once again. Leave your take on it. Who do you see Benavidez fighting next? And I look forward to the comments. I look forward to all the comments, or any comments that do come forward. And once again, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Have a great day. It's the aftermath. Peace. God bless.